friends, it's Nancy, and I am doing an Etsy restock this morning. So first new offering, I have these labels. So these would have gone on the ends of shoe boxes. Let's measure one, see how big it is. So just about 6 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I've put these in packages of 3, and they are all in excellent shape. They are not gummed. You would have to, well, the good news about that they're not gummed is they won't stick together. Yeah, so that's I'm going to do largely textiles right now. So I have some fabric that I want to share. I have fat quarters cut. So a fat quarter measures about 21 inches by 18 inches. So this first one has teapots, teacups, florals, and it's all pinks and blues and yellows and greens, as you can see. And the next one I have is this ticking. So again, it's a fat quarter. And it's a light blue. I wouldn't say pale blue, but I would say light blue. I mean, it might even go nicely with that if you were so inclined. Ticking is definitely multi-purpose. This one is Alice in Wonderland, so it has the vintage illustrations, teapots and teacups, and different faces of Alice. This one is vintage. I don't want to say it's thinner, but it is. It's physically thinner than the quilt shop quality, but it's not like the threadbare vintage, if you know what I mean. So this one has pink roses and these little yellow stars. Next up is this groovy floral, a couple shades of green, and this sort of melon color. And then there's this one, it's a pale creamy yellow stripe with these rosebuds. So those are the fat quarters I have. I have a number of these placemats. These are hand crocheted. There is some slight staining, tea staining, you know, here, here, here. What I like about this is it's large enough to layer over something else to make a book cover. So say it was layered over this fabric. The individual motifs can be cut apart to make little pockets or decorations. And these measure, I'm going to measure. So 11.5 by 16-ish. So I have a couple more of these, a couple more of these to share if you're interested in that. Okay, trims and laces. I finally got this pink and gold bric-a-brac. done. There's 5 yards on each bobbin that I made. That it's on a 4x5 bobbin. I don't know why it's not coming out easily. It should come out easily. So it's this pink, but it has a little bit of gold tracing through it with little gold specks. I almost want to call them like a picot. So 5 yards. This is insertion lace. So this would have gone into, it would have gone between 2 pieces of fabric. So let's just imagine here again, fabric A and fabric B. So that would have been stitched into between fabrics. This is pure white. There's 2 yards, and it's on these 4 by 2.5 inch cards. This is some cotton lace, and it's a creamy shade. What can I put you against? Let's put you against little Alice here. This is definitely vintage, harboring on antique. There is, I believe it's French, and there is 2 yards per card. This is another insertion lace, but it's just this one line of, what would you call that? Eyelets. So again, this was meant to go between 2 pieces of fabric. Probably in like a shirtwaist type garment. 2 yards of that. Then I had some fabrics just to use to make ruffles or tabs or ties on tags, that sort of thing. So this is the remainder of the fat quarter, the fabric that I cut the fat quarters from. So this is with the fabric, so between 40 to 45 inches. This is 1.5 inches wide. This is the ticking. This is 2 inches wide. And this one is snowflakes. So I'm hoping you can see there's sort of this silvery metallic on top. Well, not really. It definitely glimmers. The background is gray, beige, sort of a marbly kind of background. So this will be nice for winter journals, Christmas journals. Again, this is 2 inches wide. I think that's the textiles. Let me grab some paper. Well, textiles except for the shoebox labels. Okay, I'm back with some paper ephemera. I have a bunch of CDVs, so carte de visite. They're more or less the same size. Some of these date to the 1860s. That feels really fat. I think it's this one. That's the fat one. Mary and Henry Greb. This one. I'm not sure where it would have been taken, but sometimes. But look at that beautiful dress. So that's probably 1880s, maybe towards the 90s. This one's quite a bit older. There's some that are colorized a little bit, so he's got some pink cheeks and a blue what do you call that? An ascot? So they're all different. These two little girls have fringes. But each package has two pictures. Look at the baby. Some of them are ones that would have been purchased. So this would have been, this is Napoleon the Third, I think. And there's one that has Edward the Seventh when he was a lad, like maybe 1920. Well, that one was taken in London, Hamilton, New Brunswick, all kinds of different ones. And see, that would have been in the 60s with that bell-shaped skirt. That's some kind of get up there, Pa. Anyway, CDVs, got lots of them I want to share. The next thing I want to show you is some music books that I have. And I'm going to pause because Doug's coming down the stairs. Okay, I think these are pretty special. Let me open one. So I think these, I want to say a 1950s-ish. Yeah, this says 1954. It's in a couple different languages, but look at the teeny little music staffs. I just adore the size and the fact that it goes horizontally instead of landscape. What I really like is the covers. All of the covers are slightly different. There isn't one the same. So let me show you some of them. Look at that one. So the back cover is perfect for turning into a piece of ephemera. Ooh, this one kind of looks like spirograph. So I will have those up in my shop. I'll have some other little music books. These are slightly different as well. These ones are the portrait orientation. But look at the teeny tiny little music staff. I love it. I don't have very many of these. I'm just looking for a date. Do not see a date. These have similar covers. These are all string quartets, but different keys: A minor, E flat major, B flat major. And then I have these ledgers. There's 10 sheets in every package. They're a gorgeous creamy color. Quite a thick paper. I find myself trying to peel one piece into two, but it only comes up one. And you're only going, maximum of one has writing on it. The rest are all blank. A variety of different sheets. So this is this is for assigning shares of capital stock. Names and addresses of shareholders. I don't know. I have no idea. What do I know about business? These date to, well, this is 1949. And they're all in really great shape. 10 pages. Last but not least, it might not be last. It probably isn't last. I just thought of a few other things. So a few months ago, Rachel from Roxy Creations made these pockets by folding documents. I saw the video. She was using digitals, but these are authentic old letters that have been folded. This one is from 1927 from the King Edward Hotel. And it has more genuine ephemera in it. So this is a carte de visite from, oh, it says May 1879. Here is a couple of kids riding donkeys. This is a trade card for Oak Hall. So you can buy boy suits there. There's some more documents. This is a letter. Would have been from the first decade of the 1900s. Looks like some sort of an invoice, maybe? And this is another trade card. Isn't it beautiful? Sort of has this wintry scene down here, but up here we've got spring blossoms and baby birds. And a little girl with primroses in her hair, in her hat. I mean, this is from the New Home Sewing Machine Company. And a couple more documents here. I think I put 2 in the back because it was a short document. This is from 1925. But in the backs of other ones I used larger documents, so I just put 2 in there to sort of make up. I wanted it to sort of be equal, you know what I mean? And instead of wrapping a strip of paper around it to hold it all together, I have these gold paper clips that have been bent. I'll show you a few other examples. This one's got some little girls. That one's got a postcard and a trade card and a carte de visite. Have some with little bits of pink and yellow documents. Here's one that has pink and yellow. I think I put 2 documents in the top there too. And there's a trade card and a carte de visite and a postcard in the back. So lots of variety. Not one is the same, that's for sure. And you can either pin this into your journal or you can take it apart and use it as you please. Okay, Let me go get the next bunch. I have some ephemera packs. These ones are all dogs. Each one contains a book. There's some little dog charms in there. There's vintage book pages. All kinds of dog stuff. So I have two with the same book. This one has a big dog. 4 puppies and the new puppy. So lots of stuff in there to make dog journals. I have seen this one made into an autumn journal. It's adorable. So I had decided the chances of me making a dog journal, not likely at this time. So oh, there's a little doggy fell out of somebody. I'll have to find out where he came from. I think he probably came from this one. Go home, little doggy. There he goes. Okay. I have leftover fern stuff. So there's envelopes. There's tea-dyed pictures. There's book pages from a book about ferns. There's some old book pages. I have fabrics in here. Lots and lots of fern-related ephemera. I made 4 fern journals earlier this year. I'm not making any more fern journals, so I would like to pass this on to someone else. And last but not least, I have these adorable little envelopes. They are 2 inches by 2 inches, and I thought there's lots of opportunities to use these in a journal. So to use as page tabs, maybe. This could be the base for a little collage or a little cluster, and then put a secret note in there. I was thinking about stamping on these, and then tucking them into little pockets and things. I was also thinking of steaming these apart so that I could sew some fabric on the front. I got a lot of ideas for these guys. What they are is to hold medicine. So these would have been used by like a homeopath to dispense treatments, powders, that sort of thing. So that's where these came from. These came from a medical office. So I've got packages of 10. That should be enough to get you started on a bunch of interesting little projects. So that's it. Lots of textiles, lots of paper. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you see something that you like, hop on over to my Etsy shop in the link down below and snatch it up before it's gone. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Happy Father's Day. Bye-bye.